Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and you will be enjoying seeing my podcast. The podcast is going to be really a showdown, not a shutdown, because it's about the child history. A favor to it because what I'm going to sing now is going to be epic. Absolutely epic. It starts off like this. The child history. That's a song name. You know, in every birth there is a start to it. Policy makes it a particular wisdom and beauty to the child, and there is a wise and lovely option. Blossom of flowers with a shining group of energy. Wisdom for words and numbers, combination of huge humanity, sparkle and glitter of sunshine. The day across the against bridge, amount of searching, desperate nation. All of these might present the lie and destroy of birth, grace, furnishing ability, and it saves and keeps the birth life without any bad amount of people across the nation. My plastic golden giant was boarding the good nature. That's how it went. I hope you liked it. You can send this message conveying and regarding the story. This story really inspired me a lot. I can even show you the vocals. It says in child history, you know, in every birth there is a star to it. Policy makes in a particular wisdom and beauty to the child, and there is a wise and lovely option. Blossom of flowers with a shining group of energy. Wisdom for words and numbers. Combination of huge humanity. Sparkle and glitter of sunshine. The day across the against tall bridge. Amount of search in desperate nation. All of these may present the life and history of birth. Brace the furnishing ability, and it saves and keeps the birth live without any bad amount of people across the nation. May bless the God and child for supporting the good nature. This particular song conveys that to the most people around the world, their children, who are very important, the most important aspects of nature are children, prospects, anything you name it. Children are the most faithful beings in the human in the planet, living in the world and living in the planet. What I want to say is that children out there are suffering a lot nowadays. They need many shelter, they need food. They feel like they are out of options. It really inspired me a lot today because I realized today there's a lot more to it. Because the first time you realize it, not just blaming and all, just the first time you realize it, you do realize and you have faith in you and you're not feeling like you're going to attack anybody. Out of the blue, you're not even hoping to save amongst the thorny branches. What I can say that is that now I have realized that just sitting there and seeing the children is not going to help. Yeah, I even thought to help children, but helping children doesn't save children. Aspiring them is what it makes the lock. The key to the lock, sorry. Many people said the word key, but they don't understand what the word key means importantly and crucially. What I have to say that is that objection does not matter. Nothing matters except children. Nothing. So if you're talking about something related to children or something like that, you might want to have a faith upon them. It's not just that you need to have faith, but it's that you have to not just give everything that they need, everything they want, the need is more important than the need. I hope you understand it sooner or later. You won't understand me now. And I'm so blabbering much, but I'm not. If you see the children around the world, you're saying that you should help. Like if you met a person saying that help this child, and you would help instantly. That's not going to save children. What's going to save is that if you give in your full potential, if you dream of it. If you dream of it is the main thing. It's not just helping. If your goal and your motivation is upon that, then you're okay. You're fine. I trust you. I have faith in you. The God is above you, beyond you. But you are reaching that goal, even if the God is going far too beyond. And what I wanted to say that is that any child you find out there, don't just relax and see and cry, because I used to cry a lot when I see poor people. When I see rich people too, because they're suffering a lot. It's not just poor people, it's just rich people mostly, Rich people go into rags, from riches to riches, till they're not happy enough, because they feel the same as me. And when I see by my friend who is rich, he also is afraid of the poor. We together are having a close bond, not just that brotherhood. It's not fatherhood. It's not motherhood. It's not sisterhood. It's the bond, the family, the friends, anything. No one can reach above the level of friends and family. Most important, family. That's all I could say. If you see a stray dog or stray cat, I would even feel the same. It's not just the humans I care for. I care for animals. Even though I'm not addicted to cats. I don't like cats. I do know that. But sometimes I just wonder, even if you don't, you have to be forced to do something that you don't want to. It's like biting your finger. Have you ever heard of that idiom? Yes. So, I'm not saying that you should be forced to, but you should realize not to be forced. Because if you see this message is going to be epic. The start in which I said the word epic is correct. I hope we together provide peace for the world, which is more important than any other thing. It's not just God, it's not just religion, it's not just mankind, it's not just humanity. It's the world that is the most important religion nowadays. We need to fight for the world. We need to fight for people. We need to fight for us. We need to fight for children. And we need to fight for God. We need to fight for our universe. Even though my aspiration or my inspiration is to become a physicist, for example, I sometimes wonder that Albert Einstein even did not wonder that to say that Albert Einstein did not wonder that the case of gods and the case of the universe is not exceptional. They are far more beyond than what he thinks, what I think, what everybody thinks. I'm not here to underestimate anybody. In fact, I'm not talking about underestimation. I'm just talking about that you should save whoever you see. I know you're watching still right now. It's 12 minutes. Why am I listening to this? Why can't I just get out of here? Why can't I have just be chilled, go out with, these people, that people, hang out, eat healthy food, not healthy food, junk food actually. But this is more important than what you do in a daily routine, because this is a word that matters more than any other 100 friends. 100 friends is not going to save 1,000 friends, which is not going to save 1 billion friends, which is not going to save 1 million friends, which is not going to save 1 trillion friends, which is not going to save infinity friends and family. What we can do is that together we can fight poor, rich, middle class, whatever. We fight for what is to be done for the world, to be there. Why I chose to become a physicist in the first place was that I wanted a safe world for us, a safe planet, and I wanted to create a type of a time machine that I would want to. But my main goal is that we all live together. That's it. Hello, everyone. Today I am going to be speaking about the video I have already uploaded. The video was actually about children, yes. The children, many children in many countries, it could be in Asia or somewhere other in Europe. But here, what I'm here to talk about is very fundamental. It is very pure, because whenever you see children, it could be anyone. It could be anyone around the world. When you see children around the world, it could be poor, it could be rich, it could be middle class. But what we are here to talk about is the moment that I've been waiting for. The moment I've been waiting for is that poor children. Whenever you see poor children around the world, you just need to help them. As I can include in the pictures over there, these pictures are mandatory for what I'm talking about. You can see over here pictures, you can see over here, and the rich children from going rags to riches, riches to rags. Because if you see that if someone is trying to help the other person who is a poor child, and he might even be responsible for helping him back, because in that time, in that days, they used to help children a lot. So that's why the children will again repay their moment as a return for them. That return is a moment of happiness, because if you see that moment of happiness, you can easily forget all about the negative aspects about someone or something. If you just look at the positive side of those children, you will see that you can help change negative sides with the help of the positive vibes. Because as I'm wearing positive vibes, good vibes, this is what I need to talk about today. If you're seeing the good side of any other poor children who does not have an education, who does not have any money to fulfill their needs, you need to help them with the money. And if you pay to the poor children, then you will see that they will return a moment of happiness back to you. That's not what I'm to say, is that if you are seeing any poor children or rich children, try to help them at least. Even rich children. How? If you see rich children out on the streets, you might want to notice that they are poor children. But if they're looking for someone else or something else, so you have to be careful of them, and you have to give a kind deed to them so that they can find something or somewhere, or something in somewhere. So at the same moment, if you're trying to think, why should we help these children? Because children are the main aspects and prospects of nature, as I've already said in the audio clip. You can see that in the podcast. Here, what I'm trying to say is also that many people go from riches to rags, rags to rags, and rags to rags, riches to riches, riches to riches. But you don't see what riches are doing to offer rags, because some people might think that if they're watching the video, they might say that poor children are just poor children. We don't need to help them because we are suffering a lot in our systematic conditions. But you are wrong. If you are also poor, why don't you kind of say that, no, they're also poor, and these people are also poor. See, I am rich. Why don't you say that? Because you might know that will affect your life. That's why when you're trying to help other poor children, and then it will save your life, because if they go from rags to riches, they might help you. Even if they don't help you, it's just a moment of happiness in life. And if you're going through the riches into rags situation, this is a particular situation you have to follow. If you're going from rags to riches, take a moment in your life, take a deep breath, and think about what you were in the past, and what you are now, and what you will be in the future because of the past and what is now. So in the future, what you will see is that if you were poor and you are now rich, you are not going to assume that you will be continuously rich, because you might go into rags, because riches into rags. So that time, that situation, you have to protect your children safely, or any other children safely, so that you can, in ever situation, if you are struggling into financial conditions or something like that, these children grown up, they may help you to be back on your suitable condition. If you keep on doing that, you can pay back what I'm trying to say. So That's it for today, and I'm cleared of this today. I cleared this today. Now, that's done. See you later. That are leading in life. Children are the most main people in the world, as I've already told. So, if you would support these children, you can go to any other organization and support those organizations. You can give fund to charity,